But my tool was it was a Sex Ed Scavenger Hunt, where it was a scavenger hunt for people to do in grocery stores, where there was like I always explain it so choppy, but it's just essentially it's a a handbook or a pamphlet or a poster or however you want to call it of different things that you find in a grocery store, and they're all categorized in different like sexuality related things like phallic shaped objects, breast shaped objects, vulvic shaped objects, and you and the person you're playing with, or even if you're just by yourself, will go in a grocery store and then check off the items that you find, and then you flip the packet over and there is the exact same categories but with like discussion questions, and for every item you found, you have a discussion about that item, but in a sexual type of way. So, like, if I found like one banana, that I'm talking about something about the foreskin, for example. So,
Great.
yeah.
Yeah, and it is super fun and it's interactive and totally something that you could, if you were a parent, you could take your kiddo out and just go, "Hey, we're gonna just look at these in the grocery store and see what we
And
find." Yeah,
that's exactly why I had made that tool was like, even though anybody of any kind of like relationship can play or you can play with it by yourself, like in my mind when I was first creating it, I thought of it of like a parent-child dynamic or like a caregiver, guardian type of dynamic because like when I look back at why I want to do the work that I'm doing, I think back to my childhood and how I would have loved to have a more comprehensive, like sexual conversation with like my family or my parents, but I wasn't able to get that. And like when you're a child or when you're a parent of a young child, it's hard to navigate such like heavy conversations in a like age appropriate kind of way. And so given that kids love silly things like scavenger hunts or hide and seek or whatever, I felt like it was such a great way to kind of combine them in a more casual and fun way.